All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Once again, thanks for taking some time out of your evening with us. As you know, we are just days away from the fourth annual Black Business Expo Tallahassee. And let me tell you, this time of year I get real irate because so many things are coming together. And if you've ever done an event, you know how it is. It always works out. Um, Things are looking good. We got a great crowd this year. We got a great crowd. And you all, even though we started the registrations later than we normally do, uh, um, we're ahead of where we were last year at this time. So we're just excited that it's continued to grow. We've got some additional sponsors. We've got some things happening on Saturday. It won't be the same. If you've been to the Black Business Expo before, this will not be exactly like it was before. We've got a lot of different directives that we're going toward this year. And one of the things we want to do, the city of Tallahassee as well as Leon County, want to get as many people registered with them. Why is that important? As we look at what's going on in our country, and we don't need to go into too much detail. We know what's happening with DEI and situations like that. But fortunately, our county and our city are still actively wanting to help small and minority businesses. So we're going to take advantage and make sure that we solidify those resources because obviously on a federal level, those things are going to be much more difficult to come about. And so we want to make sure we get everyone the best opportunities as you can to help your business to grow, to thrive in 25. That's our theme this year. And like I said, I just cannot express to you how ecstatic we are that you all have continued to invest in yourselves and come to the Black Business Expo. It's a big undertaking and it's a big responsibility when you start bringing people along. Um, that's not your own business, but we take pride in it. Uh, it's a labor of love, definitely. But when we get in that room and we see all of us together and we know that all of us have a purpose of making our business better, making it last, making more money, making a legacy for our children and grandchildren and that sort of thing, then we're all absolutely common. So um, once again, thanks for participating in the Black Business Expo. In a couple of days, we are going to have a really good time. I'm going to let my wife just give her general opening, and then we'll start going into some details to help you get prepared.
So basically, thank you, Vaughn. I'm Thais Wilson. We're excited about having our fourth annual Black Business Expo Tallahassee. Thank you so much. We have a lot of vendors who have been with us from the very beginning, whether you started with us the first year or whether you came the second year, the third year, and you're signing up again. We really, really, really appreciate you all helping to allow us to make this a significant, just more of a significant impact to our Black business owners in Tallahassee. So we thank you very much. This year, we are going to implement a little something different. I got a lot of feedback from the surveys that we sent out the previous years. You all would also like to contribute to the giveaways. So we're asking our vendors if you would like to. You don't have to, but it's always an extra plug for your business. If you would like to create a nice package from your business, something really nice, very eye appealing, so that we can add that to our giveaways. That would be awesome. So we're implementing that this year. I know we did, believe we did it our first year. I can't remember now. Our first year or second year, and it was pretty good. It was really awesome. We only had like maybe three giveaways, but this time we're looking for like 30 to 50 giveaways. maybe 30. My husband's like, listen, we're only there until what, 2 or 3 this year?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So
11 to 3. 4 hours is enough.
he knows I'm very generous and I want to give away money and I want to give away prizes. So I'm going to wing it back to you, Vaughn.
Okay, so if you've noticed, let me just check. We still got people coming in. That's why I'm reaching up across the screen. We're going to let this batch of people get in. Once again, if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. This is the um, preparatory meeting for the Black Business Expo Tallahassee 2025, our fourth annual. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that everyone is prepared so that you can maximize your visit. Now, if you have,
Everything the noodles are softened.
I,
say it again.
I don't know if she was talking to us.
Were you speaking with us? Or maybe it was just a bleed through. If you have a business that is related to the construction industry in any way, if your business is related to the construction business in any way, those are our biggest partners who help make the Black Business Expo happen. They donate significantly to our grants. And so we've kind of noticed and kind of got feedback that we don't always have the opportunity for everyone to make all the connections that they want to make um, with the construction partners. And since they invest so much, we this year for the first time we have an event on Friday night for people who have businesses related to construction. It's called Direct Connect. Direct Connect is going to be exactly that for those people to have to a direct line to general contractors who are looking to partner with smaller businesses, whether it's carpet layer, painting, cleaning, uh, roofer, supply, plumber, electrician, a smaller construction company looking for partnerships in that way. The Direct Connect is Friday at um, Hotel Indigo, 6:30 to 8:30. It's free, but you have to register. And that is kind of like the warm-up event for Saturday. No grants or anything like that is going to be given away. That is strictly networking um, and getting face time with the construction companies. Talking to our construction company partners, they are really, really looking to find partners who can fulfill tasks for them. Now, I know most businesses that come to the Black Business Expo aren't able to really, for example, may not have the capacity, the required capacity to be able to assist in a project like the new police station or the senior center. But some of our construction companies have smaller projects that they're actively seeking um, partners. Are you in the chat?
Yes.
Okay. Looking for partners actively to partner with them and for them to bring you along. We'll also have people there that'll be there to help get people to expand their capacity so you can participate bigger and bigger into these projects as they come along. So Direct Connect um, is a great event. Like we said, you have to register. In our emails that we sent to you, there is a link directly to the registration for Direct Connect. Um,
Call Select Quote at 1 800
Muted.
729
Keith, can you
7070.
mute, please?
That's 1
Um,
800 729 7070. Or go to
I think you can
selectquote.com
mute
to get your
all.
free quote today. That's 1 800 729 7070.
I think we got it. And so Direct Connect is Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30 at Hotel Indigo. Now, something else we have at Hotel Indigo Friday night is you can pick up your registration packets for Saturday. You can come and Thais will have a table there. So you know how everybody's coming in to register at one time on Saturday morning? Well, you can come pick up your packet on Friday during Direct Connect. You'll be out in the hall. But that way,
Okay.
Saturday when you come, you don't have to wait in that line because you already got your laminate. You already know where your table is, and you can just walk in, and we'll be ahead of the game that we've been on Saturday morning with everyone arriving at the same time. So early packet pickup is Friday 6:30 to 8:30 at Hotel Indigo, which is on Gain Street. Um, you can pick up your package, and that will definitely ease your transition into your place on Saturday morning for the Black Business Expo. On Saturday at 10 o'clock, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, you can start setting up at the Moon. The doors will open. Our partners will get in a little earlier. They'll come in around 9, our sponsors, because they have to get over into their area. So our sponsors will be there about 9. But at 10 o'clock, you can come in and start setting up. 11 o'clock, we're actually going to start the networking. The formal program will start at noon. One of the responses we kept getting back was there was not enough time to visit around to everybody. So we're
So,
going to start out with that. We're going to start out from 11 to 12. You can work on getting your passport done. If it was me, I would come right in and try to get my passport done and get that out of the way. And that's also the time where you can look around at the other vendors. And I encourage everybody, go to every table in there because you'd like everybody there to come by your table to see what you do and what you have. So we encourage you to please don't just stand behind. That we will not be standing behind our table all day. That's not going to happen. Our goal is to get you there and to make sure that you network. Now we're going to have 8 very smart FAMU School of Business and Industry interns. And what those interns will do is, along with helping you to register for the city and the county, we're going to have Tallahassee Memorial Hospital, the sheriff's office, Leon County Schools. All of these people want people to register vendors. So when they have things, they want to be able to at least have a database of some minority businesses that they can go to. Some of you all offer great products and services, but nobody knows what you do or that you're even here. So we're gonna combat that. So you're gonna get tired of hearing me say register, go and register your business. It's very easy forms online. People from the city, county, Leon County school sheriffs, they will have people there to assist you with registering. This is how you grow your business. We have benefited greatly from being registered with OEV, the city and the county. Great, great work we're able to do with them just because we register and because we have a service and because we've been consistent with our service. Don't forget that part. When you get a job, you got to be consistent with it. Do a good job and be consistent with it. So, um, Saturdays theme my wife came up with, and I really loved it. Thrive in 25. That's the goal for us to get our businesses in position to thrive in 2025. And the number one way that we're going to start and we're going to emphasize is registering as a vendor so that so so that you can attain business when you're not even thinking about it. It's great when I get a call from the county of some event I never even knew they had and wouldn't even know where to go to to apply to provide a service, but because I'm in the registry, they find me. Same thing happens with the city. Same thing happens with our chambers of commerce. Our 3 chambers use a lot of businesses to do things. And specifically, the Big Bend Minority Chamber and the Capital City Chamber of Commerce, they're going to look internally into their membership first. Well, do we have a member who could do this service? So this is why we continue to have them, while they keep investing in the Black Business Expo, but it's reciprocal. It's reciprocal. We've got things on our books lined up for the rest of the year from both of those chambers. So while um, they're there, make sure you take advantage of that. We're registered with all three. We're registered with the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce, Big Bend Minority Chamber of Commerce, and the Capital City Chamber of Commerce. They all do things different. So I would encourage you to join those chambers of commerce. Their job is to foster business and economic growth. That's what they do. So if you don't know what a chamber of commerce is, they work really hard, and we've got some great chambers here. And I encourage you, and I'm not speaking for anybody's budget. I encourage you, if you can, and you have a business that is consistent, to register with all three. They do, for example, they have galas. So even if you have a balloon company where you make balloons, well, they can hire you to do decorations or catering or help clean up the event. So don't be shy about pushing your business and what you do, no matter what it is. Um,
We have a question in the chat from Vicky. So Vicky would like to know. I'm sorry, I lost the chat. Vicky would like to know if she can attend. Vicky, could you make your question a little clearer? You're asking if you can attend because you're redoing your salon. Can you attend
For the
Friday or?
construction portion of it, for the Friday, I'm expanding and redoing my entire salon. As a business owner, I want to um hire minority businesses as myself to
Please
redo
come as
my
our
salon.
please come as our special guest. Our whole purpose, our whole purpose is to try to, make business and make connect. This is exactly what the Black Business Expo is about: making these connections, networking. You hear us use that over and over. That's how business is done, by networking.
Yes.
Absolutely. Please, please, please come on Friday,
And
and we'll
Okay,
put you in
perfect.
front of everybody.
Victoria Landry has been with us since our first one.
Yes.
So with Bear Waxing and Skincare Center. So Vicky, could you tell us exactly who you're looking for to help with expand your business?
We can do that on Friday. Just come and we will
Com-
do that,
Okay.
because listen. Our business, our construction related businesses jumped on that. I'm pretty sure we're going to reach capacity, and at some point, that portal is going to close, um, for the
Okay.
number, and that's a good thing. This is our first year doing that. And if
Well,
anyone else,
I will say one thing is, as far as the chambers are concerned, I've been in business since 2013. They are correct. I encourage everyone in here to be part of all three chambers, number one, because they do help in some form or other each of us. And even if it's just our services and what we provide, it's the networking alone and getting other business from each other. Number two is also joining the OEV. That is imperative, very, very, very important. Um, I will tell you this, as being a business owner, I have found more connections with both of those, the minority and the capital city and the Black business. Um, this event I have found to be spectacular for my business alone. Now, what I would be looking for is to say it really quick is, we're redoing the whole salon, but I'm going to need cleaning people to come in and help clean and things like that. So I'm going to use minority businesses as myself to help, because we have to all stick together and help each other and work together as one unit.
that is absolutely the essence of why we're even doing this. And you spoke of
Mhm.
OEV. Was that Mr. Darrell Jones that I heard come on?
I think so.
Darrell, are you there?
I am.
We would like to
Hi,
welcome
Can you
you
hear
Daryl.
to
me?
the Deputy Director of the Tallahassee Leon County Office of Economic Vitality, Daryl Jones. He is a big part of the reason that we're even able to have the Black Business Expo. Daryl, thank you for joining us. We know your schedule's incredibly busy right now.
Yeah, we have the Magnetics Conference. We've got 400 businesses from around the world who descended upon the city of Tallahassee to take advantage and to gain greater access to this community resource, the Magnetic Lab. So we are having a major event out there. We have companies from all over Europe and South America and across the United States with us. But I want to come on this call to uh, to talk with everyone who is registering and to first acknowledge Vaughn and Thais for the great work that you have done in convening us yet again for 4 years now, that we can help our businesses to build capacity. First of all, the Friday event, for those of you who are in construction trades, this is an event you don't want to miss. All of the principal prime contractors in our community, Ajax, Culpeper, and others, will all be in that space along with our Leon County schools. The reason this is so extremely important is because these are the businesses that are responding to the projects that are being awarded with your tax dollars. That means blueprint projects. That means Leon County projects and City of Tallahassee projects. And these major construction firms do not do all of the work themselves. They rely upon small businesses like yours in construction to meet the aspirational goals that we put on our projects. While I have your rapt attention, I want this to be also known by our construction companies that are on this call and in our community. As you hear all of this political rhetoric about what is happening at the federal level, it is indeed true and rather ominous. However, here in our community in Tallahassee, Leon County, we see DEI as a community value that we have esteemed for more than 40 years. For 40 years, we've had disparity studies that have made aspirational goals and the utilization of minority and women owned businesses sacrosanct. And because we are armed with a disparity study that is legally defensible, unless there is some law that comes back that is able to translate all the way down to local communities, know that our programs are safe. We cannot speak to our programs at the airport or at the public transit because they receive federal dollars. But your local tax dollars that are used to pay for these projects will still have aspirational goals. To that end, that means the Leon County School District, which is going to be putting forth about $30 million dollars in additional projects, those projects are going to be available to our minority and women-owned businesses. The blueprint, your 1 cent sales tax, has a number of projects, nearly $200 million in projects that are going to come online in the next 2 years. Again, we need you in the place so that you can learn about more about what you can do to qualify for those projects. Another thing that is also critically important that Vaughn and Thais will amplify at this year's expo, and that is the resources that are available to you. Not only will the primes be present, all the construction companies, but also lenders like the FAMU Credit Union, who's armed with $2 million dollars of your taxpayer money to provide microloans of up to $50,000. Why does that matter? It matters because if you're awarded a bid on any one of these projects, imagine if you have a $50,000 loan that you can use to buy your material and supplies and to pay your employees until the project is till you are paid by the contractor. It helps you to manage debt so that you can be able to be responsive to more than one project at a time. That's one of the benefits that OEV brings to this space. So we want you to be at the expo. The expo is one of our signature events because that's where we talk most specifically, most adequately, most clearly, and most eloquently about how you make money as a business owner. Now, everyone doesn't do business with the city, but the same resources are available to you. There'll also be people there from Career Source. Did you know that Career Source will pay for your employees for up to 400 hours? Imagine that. If they're willing to provide a grant to pay your employees.
Oh, Daryl, you went mute. Your phone's on mute, Daryl.
Y'all have heard nothing I've said.
Just at the end, right
Pay,
at the end.
paying your
Yeah,
employees.
paying your employees. Career Source.
Oh, you heard that part. That's all you heard?
That was the end of it. Yes.
But you heard all the other stuff.
Yes.
I was about to, because I couldn't
Somebody
have
said he
remembered
got
all of that.
excited. Yeah, I think he got excited.
I must have hit a button. All right. Well, Career Source is also going to be there, and the FAMU Small Business Development Center, right? Who does a fantastic job of providing important resources and services and technical assistance to help you grow your business. All of them will be under the same roof, convened by the Wilsons at the Black Expo. Please, please, please plan to be there. First of all, if you're in construction, show up on Friday night. And then all of our construction businesses and all other trades and occupations and business ideas that you have, make your way on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and learn more about how you can make money and how you can build and grow your business. Vaughn and Thais, thank you for the incredible work that you do in serving our businesses in this local business ecosystem. You are a game changer by convening this conversation.
Thank you so much, Daryl. And
Thank you,
we knew you
Daryl.
had a busy evening, but I just had to see your text to remind you, Daryl, please jump on because your energy is just amazing. And let's be clear, this event doesn't happen without the influence of Daryl Jones and everyone he knows in Tallahassee. He carries a lot of connectivity with him and the wisdom to make the connection. So we're utilizing that to benefit all of our businesses. He's our connection to a lot of things that our business never would have even considered.
Now,
And
let me
another
also
reason,
add this, Vaughn.
hmm
Vaughn, let the
yes,
people know, right? FAMU is a historically black college and university. FAMU is committed to doing more business with black owned businesses. They will be there to register you as vendors. The city of Tallahassee will be there to register you as vendors, as will Leon County government and our Leon County schools. Why is this important? Because when people get ready to do business, they go to their vendor database first.
Yeah,
hmm
that's
And
right.
there's a whole lot of spending that goes on with just a mere phone call because your name is present. So we will have computers that will be placed conveniently around the room, around the space, so that you can go and register as a vendor on site. So that way, when bids or when solicitations go out, based upon how you describe your business, you'll get an email making you aware of this business opportunity for which you can bid and submit your numbers. And this is going to be a game changer. Although things may be more ominous at the federal level, right here in Tallahassee, this all American city,
yep,
things will be good for black owned businesses. And I can also tell you, we've got great leadership at the school board. Rod McQueen, right,
Yeah.
is going to be there to make sure he registers businesses. There are 50 school sites, and each one of those sites has millions of dollars that they spend on an annual basis in goods and services. You ought to be in the place. Imagine if you are in hair care. Imagine if you can promote your business to our local schools and to parents and to teachers and to faculty about the services you provide.
And then
That's a
even
game
mental health care
changer,
too. We've had
right?
those.
So So all of those are options for you, but you've got to be present at the expo, and you've got to come and register your business with all of these anchor institutions found in our community, so that you can take your business to the next level.
Well, thank you, Daryl. Thank you
We
absolutely so
appreciate you.
much. And Daryl made a great point there, and I'm glad. It seems like we were construction heavy on the front end talking, but the other day, Daryl and I were talking, and I said, for businesses that are not construction, sometimes we have people that make candles and treats and things like that. What would they benefit from the expo? One of the things first off, one of the people that's in our
I knew you were
magazine
gonna
this
bring
year
her
is
up.
on one of these people that are in our magazine. I saw at least one of them. We've got some up and coming influencers that we're going to have there, but if you kind of learn their stories, and learn a little bit about them, and we're going to encourage. What we're going to do is we're going to put a short form version of their bios in the program. But on our um, email blast, the way that you all found out about this Zoom, which goes to every single email we have, we're going to expand on their stories because their stories are incredible from small beginnings, and now they are becoming forces within the the business community, and they've continued to grow. And and there's a story about Princess Owsley, which is the one of the main things I've been preaching from day one, is being able to pivot your business. And that article is important about pivoting a business that seemed like it was really successful, but she realized the need to pivot that business for sustained success. These are all the kind of tidbits that you'll get, so you don't have to sit there and bang your head trying to figure out every little item or every little thing you need to do from your business. Hearing other people's story can give you a hint on what you should do because you're always making decisions about your business. I'm starting to see. Oh, sorry. As a member of
I'm trying to make
OEV.
some cards.
Huh? Oh,
Maybe
I'm
I
sorry.
can get some cards made before I go. That. Yeah.
Well, we hear someone talking about they need to get their cards made. So that's a reminder. Please bring your business cards or your QR code. I know it's 2025. And even Vaughn, we have the
The dot bracelets.
dot
So if you ask
bracelets.
us for our contact, we're going to say, put your phone near my dot bracelet. We're not walking around with cards anymore. but but as we talk about what's important, especially for vendors that are not construction, you have to think differently. For example, if I made candles, what I would be doing is I would be partnering with businesses like the realtors that come, or so if I made candles, I'll be partnering with the realtors and say, hey, when you sell a house, how about you give the homeowner this gift of some candles?
Yeah.
Or if I make cookies, how about when you sell a home,
Thank you, Lord.
you
Thank
give
you.
them the gift of some of these cookies
You got
that
to
we
think
make?
out the
You have to
box.
think outside of the box, and we
Mhm.
hope to foster that kind of thought as you come to the Black Business Expo. You have to think outside of the box, and and like we say, we know we talk a lot about the construction because that's right there, but we love every business that steps in there. From the jewelry
Thank you.
to the boiled peanut man that comes, all of the everyone who comes is important to us, and we hope everyone can learn something that can help their business at the Black Business Expo Tallahassee. So, and one thing that Vicky said about registering with OEV, I have had the opportunity to sit in on sessions. They have sessions all the time. They have the breakfast and learn. I forgot what it's called, but in their breakfast and learns, I learned from Jabari Allen about how to use AI.
Mhm.
I use it all the time now. I hated AI. I thought I wanted to stay the farthest away from AI as I could. But after attending that, I realized that as opposed to racking my brain all the time, AI can be used to assist you, and you're in control of it. We all grew up with the movies where AI took over, and that's still people
Yeah.
still say it's a threat, but you can control what AI does, and it can help you.
And since Vaughn uses AI much more now, he doesn't use me.
Right. I don't have to bother my wife to edit my letters. I write it, and then I
So
tell
AI
AI
took over my
how.
job in the house.
So these are the kind of things that just I never would have imagined I would be using AI the way that I do without that event just being a part of OEV. By the way, OEV hired my company to stream that particular event. So it goes all the way
Yeah.
full circle about when you join these groups,
Hmm.
they look from within, they look from in their membership for before they go outside for anything. And they'll even ask you if you can adapt to something before they go hire someone outside of the circle. So this is why it's important to become a member, join these chambers, join OEV, and get the benefits of belonging. Are there any questions? What does this say? I saw something pop up. I can't. My the computer we're using to control is too far away. I couldn't possibly see those little letters. What is it?
Will vendor tables have access to electricity and internet? No.
No, not electricity. Internet is available. Internet Wi-Fi is available. That's one of the reasons we stay at the Moon. It's a venue that's made to take a large capacity of people on the on the network. It's called Moon Guest, and then it'll tell you how to sign in. So we'll make sure everyone can sign in to the internet. But as electricity, no. The reason we don't is because it becomes a tripping hazard by running cords and that sort of thing. Um, uh, just in the future, what we invested in, and they're really cheap now. Um, what's it called?
Wi-Fi?
No, the power source. When she start talking, I'm gonna go bring it so I can show y'all.
A power source, and it's this big?
Speaking of that,
It's bigger than that.
but I recommend every business have one now. Before I started using it, I never realized how much I would. I'm thinking of getting a second one. That's how helpful these are when you need power. But the short answer is no. We don't. We won't be able to provide power because of the fact that we got a lot of walkways and that sort of thing. Fire marshal would shut us down if we tried to run cables there.
Mhm.
But
So I'm excited because we have every year we sell out at the Black Business Expo Tallahassee, and we are constantly having new vendors. People are creating new businesses every year. And I even see some new businesses on board. Shout out to Christine Wilkerson. She has her new business. She's on board. She bought a 8-foot table. We have Joseph's Dream. Now, uh, I love Joseph's Dream. They have lotion. They sell lotion. What is this?
this the
Are
power
they
supply
Vanna
I was talking
White?
about. This was the.
Vanna Wilson.
I recommend every business get one of these. They
Okay,
have them
so
at
what is
Harbor
this? This
Freight.
is
This is
by
the power supply.
Anchor.
You don't have to get this brand. I'm not getting any money for it, but I'm just telling you, these things will go
Oh,
all day.
yes, yes.
When the
It's
power
like a
was out,
generator.
when the
It's
power was out for what was it, a hurricane?
there was a hurricane. There was tornadoes.
Yeah,
There was
when the power was
snowstorms.
out, my wife has to have the air conditioner on. So this ran the fan for a long time, long hours and hours, and you can
Yeah.
plug off, and it's portable, and you can see it's small. Um, I would recommend any business that goes and does events places get one of these.
And it's very quiet.
It's silent. No no emissions. It's you can have it inside right next to you, and you can plug a lot up to it. But anyway, are there any? further questions or comments anybody wants to make, just put it in the chat, or you can
Or
unmute yourself,
open your mic.
open your mic, and ask questions.
So remember Friday, you can come Friday to Hotel Indigo and pick up your packet, your vendor packet. That way, you could just go right in to the main room on Saturday. If you don't, then we'll just address it on Saturday. We're doing things a little bit easier on Saturday for our vendors that we'll just let you know as soon as you get there. But we definitely recommend that you come see us on Friday at Hotel Indigo to get your packet.
Okay, you have the floor.
Thank you. Parking at Hotel Indigo. What's that looking like?
That's their they has a parking garage next to
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that.
there's a parking garage right behind Hotel Indigo.
I feel like I was there for an event a few months ago and I got a parking ticket that I had to pay for that.
Y- Yes,
Unless
you
I
do.
was in the wrong one. I was in one of
No,
the
no,
parking garages right
there
behind it.
there are machines
Yeah,
there, and it's not that expensive. It's like three
no, a
dollars
couple, yeah, like
or a
three or
couple
four dollars.
dollars an hour. So I would
Okay.
just
Park in
but
front of a
but
meter.
you do have to pay for parking. It is paid
Okay.
parking,
Yeah.
but it's very convenient. It is right next to
It
the hotel.
is.
It's
Okay,
literally like
thank you.
one lane. Yes, thank you. Any
So,
other?
yeah. So, the parking at the Moon, because I've been there several times, it's across the street, right?
Once the parking lot at the Moon fills up,
Okay. So we are allowed to park in the parking lot, and then
yes,
once it fills up, you have to go across the street. Is that
yes,
correct? Okay.
yes,
Just
that's
want to
correct.
make sure.
We'll have there's going to be a food truck. We're going
Right.
to indicate where that food truck goes, but other than that, the parking's there.
Mhm.
Um, remember to if you like to have additional name recognition for your business, please package up a really nice something to give away from your business because we're also doing that. Yes, there's a
Do you
question.
want that on Saturday or do you want that on Friday?
On Saturday.
Bring that on Saturday. We're bringing
Okay.
enough, Vicky. We are
I
bringing
figured
enough of our
that.
own stuff.
I figured that, but I figured I'd ask.
Thank you. So who's
Okay,
her name? Winnie.
Winnie.
Yes. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi.
Um, I'm Winnie. I have a medical uniforms company. So I'm basically a uniform supplier. Basically, what I do is I partner with different facilities, colleges and universities to provide uniforms for their students and their staff. Most recently, I partnered with Gaston Technical College in Gaston County to supply uniforms for their LPNs. So my question is, what are some ways I can benefit the most from the expo this weekend?
Well, first off, we should have um, both major hospitals there as well. And then, as you're recognized by OEV and the chambers and that sort of those groups, once you're with them, it's their job to try to assist you in helping, with finding ways to help your business. And they're in the room with people. Daryl Jones, who just got off the phone. Daryl is a member of the board of Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, so
Mm,
he would know, and you make your business known, and he would definitely know um, connections that can make that happen, as well as the other chamber. That's where our chambers come in.
Mhm.
Um,
okay,
So
they
you're
we,
there for the connection,
yeah,
and then they facilitate everything.
yes.
gotcha. Okay, okay, perfect. Thank you all so much.
Thank you,
Okay.
Winnie.
And another thing we're going to do this year, when we get finished with the expo, we're going to make a directory of all of the businesses and what they do and how to contact them. so that just like Vicky said, so that we can shop and work with each other. So that if any of us come across a situation where it might be a senior center somewhere that your mom is staying at, and you're like, maybe I can talk to them. They may be able to help her with. They may use her clothing. They may need some clothing. Or we always have to think business when we see things. Every single time you see something, you got to think business. So we're going to make that. We're going to make that directory at the conclusion of the Black Business Expo and have it online for everyone to have access to it.
And keep in mind, with your business, you want to think outside the box. Don't, as business owners, we do tend to box ourselves in one category, um, but you got to challenge yourself to think outside the box, and that's why we're having the vendor exchange. What are we calling this? Like between 10 and 11 o'clock, or
Yeah,
11 and 12 o'clock.
we want you to see which other businesses are there so that you can utilize them.
Mhm.
We want everybody to visit everybody. And I can't stress this enough. So I guess you're probably not going to have time to read it Saturday, but in the magazine we have a story that was just amazing to me, and I talked about it early from our friend Princess Owsley. We know her as successful because she was the hurricane disaster, any kind of disaster. I'm not just talking about in Florida. I'm talking about New York, Ohio, wherever there were disasters. That's what her business did. She was a federal vendor, but she saw a need for her business to pivot. So when she showed up at the Black Business Expo with office supplies, I was confused. And I never got a chance to ask her. And it wasn't until we were interviewing her for that story that I realized she said there's lead, even though there is good money in working the emergency management, from the time you get the money in, it could be a year and a half to 3 years.
Ooh.
So she needed something to fill that gap. So some of the pliers she was buying generators and those things from, they also sold office supplies. So it was just the connection within that stream that she made that happen. I want everybody to pay really close attention to that story, because if some of us come into business and we're closed minded, I'm coming into business and I'm going to be the best chocolate chip cookie maker that the world has ever seen. I'm going to make chocolate chip cookies and everybody's going to love them, and I'm going to get rich and I'm going to retire off of making chocolate chip cookies. So then what happens when the chocolate chips go bad and the FDA says we shouldn't be eating chocolate chip cookies? You got to be ready to make oatmeal raisin cookies. And that phrase, that parody is the way we have to think about our business. I know we were dead set on we were going to be photographers and videographers and graphic designers. That's it. That's it. That's it. My number one business is streaming. My number one business is streaming. It morphed when the pandemic came. And I didn't resist it. I was glad to go and find something else, a purpose, and we still do the other things when we want to. But the focus of our business and investment has been streaming from municipalities.
Okay, baby. Can we just want to wrap it up a little bit? It's
Okay.
6:55.
Any other questions?
No,
Um,
I'm good.
you're good.
All right. Well, remember Friday, 6:30, Hotel Indigo, the Direct Connect. I will resend those links out so that you can get in some of those remaining slots. I'll send that out tonight after the meeting. Um, Saturday, the fourth annual Black Business Expo Tallahassee. We've got two special guests. Seeing as it is Black History Month, and it's the end of Black History Month, and we we know what's going on to the threats of there not even being a celebration. Well, we're going to celebrate. we're going to have the sheriffs of Leon and Gaston County. And, because there's also a misconception that sheriffs, a sheriff's job is very limited in how he fights crime. The laws have to fight crimes. The sheriffs lock people up when they break the law. That's just the bottom line, and it's a misconception. But anyway, we got two great sheriffs in Leon County and Gaston County, and we're going to honor them in a brief part of our ceremony because we know this is a stressful job with them, and we're just going to want to show them our appreciation. When we call them, they're going to come. So it's that. So anyway, make sure you got cards or QR codes or however you want to promote your business. Have plenty of it. Make sure everybody there, you go up and shake their hand and let them know who you are because you never know who can use you or your service.
Very important.
Or who remembers you and they can't use the service, but somebody else mentions, hey, um, we need some healthcare products. Well, I met somebody at the Black Business Expo that might be able to provide those products for you. We've got to help promote each other. Absolutely got to help promote each other. We're all in the same boat. We're trying to make a an honest living for ourselves, and so we've got to help each other. That always does better when we help each other. All right. So we want to thank every one of you for taking out a part of your Tuesday evening to be with us. We hope you learned something. We hope you got some information that'll help you charge into the Black Business Expo weekend and be aggressive in making those connections. Be aggressive. Listen, nobody's gonna care about your business more than you. Nobody's gonna care about your business more than you. Nobody knows more about your business and what you can do. So this is your opportunity and an audience, a very good audience, I might add, to promote your business and what you do. All right.
We'll see you Friday and or Saturday.
Yes, we'll see you Friday and Saturday, and I'll send the registration link to Direct Connect if you are in construction or have something related to construction and you want to attend Direct Connect, or if you know a friend, a plumber, electricians, um, these people can help themselves. So if you know a friend, refer them. So and let's have a good time. Let's win some money this weekend. Let's have a good time.
Oh yeah, and then there's that.
All right,
Bye.
we'll see y'all.
See you in a couple of days.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.